And we don't think of that as miraculous
Right.
because people have been doing that for thousands of years. But
Right.
especially the ease at which we have it today is crazy, like because all the flour is pre-processed and ground somewhere else. We don't have to have
Right.
a stone mill going somewhere in the town to get the meal, and it's all sifted very nicely, and the oils are pure, and like all that's taken care of for us. We just have to go to the store and like pour it together, and it's like a little Lego set. It's just all pre-packaged and made for you there. But just the when you see like the historical process, it gives you, I think, some um perspective on like how crazy this is that we're able to do these things. Like we don't think of it now, but it is quite miraculous to take the raw ingredients of the world. Like, flour is not a white powdery substance that you go find out there. It's plant ears with a bunch of extra things on it that you don't need, and you have to grind them up and sift them out and stuff. And sugar isn't, you don't just mine these things and find piles of them. You have to purify them and extract them and all that sort of stuff. So it's far more complicated than we normally think of it.
It is looking at it that way of like the ease of access of going to a store, but then even the ease of people take out the miraculous aspect by saying like, okay, I'm just following the directions on the box.
Right.
But you have the potential to really screw it. And I'll bring, another point to where, you had said that we don't look at things as being miraculous because we just go through the motions of following the directions and we just think that we're a robot that's just doing these actions. There's incredible beauty in that because nonetheless, regardless of you following another person's directions, you're still bringing that forth. You are still the arbiter of bringing that forth without, let's say, your own level of expression.
Mhm.
But once you do have the ability to add that signature level of expression of your own creativity into it, even if things don't turn out the way that you conceived of it, nonetheless, it's a miracle because you are the one that created the end result through your desire to bring something forth, to manifest something. And so I think that's a really good thing.
Well, I was also thinking about, you know, my house is all of appliances and stuff run on electricity, and you need an oven to make a cookie. And I was just thinking, like, what would like just try describing like electricity to someone who's, they just, they have cooking, but they use fire, and someone
Right.
before electricity. And it's like, well, I don't ever have to light a fire in my house. The city just sends me some of their fire through a rope in the sky. And they're just like, so they light a rope on fire and it goes to your house and lights your fire. But then the rope, you have to replace the rope all the time? No, no, the rope's not on fire. They just send the fire through the rope.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, there's a rope up, there's a normal rope up there. No, it's not normal. If you touch it, you'll explode. Like,
Right.
what? Like, how are we sending fire across miles without actually having fire across those miles? And then it just comes into my house and heat, like that it's crazy. Like, it is wild magic that's going on here. And we just take it for granted.
And I think about that, and not to get too off topic, but I think about the incredible timeline that is humanity. We look back at the discovery of fire and we're like, okay, wow, that kind of had a big impact on, our direction. But then we don't really take into account the importance of discovering and harnessing electricity, like because it was so new, like in the span of humanity, that was yesterday. So,
Right.
so we can't even fully conceive of what the adoption of this is going to bring forth. It's like it's its own thing. It's just, and we're of course we're seeing it. I mean, we've had it from one. Benjamin Franklin with his kite in the air. A few hundred years ago.
Yeah.
And now here we are with this incredible level of technology. So you're right. You're trying to explain this to somebody a couple hundred, years ago, you wouldn't be able to conceive it. And just through that progression of technological advancement and achievement, it almost seems otherworldly to somebody from the past. But today we take it completely for granted,
Mhm.
completely for
Yeah.
granted.